video 90 of 101. This video is about questioning everything. Question everything. This doesn't mean that everything is wrong, but you really need to look at any kind of process or the way things are done and just think about it a little bit. Just think about the process of it. Just kind of question, why is it done this way? Because a lot of things are actually in place because of kind of a biased reason. You know, maybe it made sense at the top level, but as it trickled down, it started to not really be relatable to the actual people it's trying to impact. You know, when I was going through school, I really wish that I had challenged things more. There was a lot of things that I disagreed with, but I thought instead, you know, instead of me trying to challenge it, I'm just gonna do it the way it is and just let it be done so I can just get through it. I just didn't really want to cause a lot of trouble. But honestly, I wish that I had caused that trouble, because who knows what it could have changed? Who knows what kind of impact it could have had? So if you're in school or you're anywhere where there are things that you don't agree with, challenge them. Just say, why is it this way? Why couldn't it be this way? Don't you think that maybe this doesn't really relate to this, and maybe this action doesn't really make sense at this level? If you truly believe that something should be a different way besides the reason of just personal gain, voice that opinion, because honestly, who knows what kind of impact it could have. Hopefully you'll have different teachers and leaders in your life that will allow you to express these kind of things, but most likely you probably won't. Questioning authority, that authority figure is trying to remain an authority. They're trying not to break that character, and they're trying not to get down to your level where you guys could actually have a debate. And so maybe even question that. Maybe question, how come you're so afraid to debate with me on this thing? Why are you so defensive? And usually if they're defensive, it's because they probably also think that it's probably not the best thing, but acknowledging that may make everything else crumble. Question it, challenge it, let's make it crumble, let's start something new. As well, we just have to keep in mind though that we're fighting at the right level. If we're challenging, you know, a company, we don't want to be going in and yelling at the secretary because she can't do anything about it, you know? It was just like when I worked in retail, people would come in and complain about the prices. Well, like, what do you want me to do about that? I can't give you a discount. It's coming from way up high. You want to challenge the prices? Go challenge the corporate prices. Like, go challenge the corporations. Don't challenge the retail worker. They're just trying to do their job that they've been told to do. They can't do anything for you. So challenging them is just going to be a back and forth battle. It's not really going to get you anywhere. So really just try to find the heart of that industry, of that corporation, of that organization. That is where you want to attack. That is where you want to get numbers. You want to go to other people and explain, hey look, this is the way things are, but maybe we could think about it in a little bit of a different way. Maybe there are other ways we can do this. Explaining this to people, getting them on your side. There is so much strength in numbers. Don't just think because you're one person you can't make a difference, because one person can influence another person, and that can be done 1 billion times, and then you've influenced 1 billion people. A lot of really small actions add up to something big. So we need to be making these actions and sharing them and letting other people know. Corporations, companies are going to do a lot if all of their customers, the people feeding the corporations, are not happy. They have to make changes because otherwise they'd go out of business. Realize that you have so much power, because if you stop buying from that corporation, they're done. And when I say you, I mean like you as in the people as a whole. But realize that these people, all of these people as a mass, that is what's supporting these corporations. They have no power if they have no customers. And you know, sometimes you'll question something and it'll be like, oh hey, that actually is a great system and it works and it does what it's supposed to do and everyone is happy with it. Awesome. But honestly, in this time of change, when a lot of things are changing in this world, you're going to find that a lot of things are probably not that way. So don't be afraid to speak up. Just question it. Think about it in your head. Think about it logically. Think about the big picture, and then think about the small picture, and then think about all the steps in between those two pictures. Really think about this and question it. Take some time to really break it down. You don't have to go around and question every single thing, but just the things that you experience in your life. Just say, hey, is this the best it can be? Maybe not. Maybe we can change this so that it can be the best it can be. And honestly, speaking from the bottom level can have a lot of impact, because there's this theory about social change and it's called the trickle-down theory. And it's basically saying that, you know, like the celebrities, the people at the top here, they set the rules and then it just trickles down to the mainstream, and then, you know, the people at the bottom at the lower income. That's kind of how trends usually happen. But nowadays we're seeing what's called the trickle-up theory. And it's when the people at the bottom, the people on the streets, are doing things, they're making statements that's trickling up to actually have big impact on that higher level. That's incredible. We've never had that before in society where the bottom is speaking for the top. Now, this is just something I learned in fashion school, but honestly, it can apply to a lot of real life. So when you're at the bottom, don't think about yourself as having no power, because if there's no bottom, the rest of it crumbles. So realize that you are the structure that's keeping everything else in place. So if you want to change something, you just gotta say it. You just gotta get your numbers, the rest of your bottom, and make this happen. Get your numbers, explain it to people in a way that's not angry, because we need to make sure that when we're talking to consumers that we're not trying to bring our anger for the corporations to that person. We're just trying to educate them, we're on their level. And we're saying, hey look, you feel this way, you're upset about this thing, I know that because I'm upset and we're at the same place here. But hey, did you ever think about it this way? Do you agree with that? Hey, maybe if we all got together and we all did something, even social media or online or writing or just speaking our voice. We don't have to go out and have big, huge riots and protests. We can honestly just stop buying from these people. And that is going to have a lot of impact. So question everything. And then when you really believe something is better for the world than the way it is, do it. Get your numbers and go for it.